Thought I'd stop then, didn't you? But I didn't. I carried on.
No, keep going, baby.
I am at the Seymour Duncan booth with, I'm going to say it one time only, 𝗬𝗓𝗪𝗧.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Everybody gets one.
Yeah, I get one, that's it. And I'm Andy Pandy, of course.
Oh yeah, of course.
We're talking pickups, which is not the easiest thing to talk about at NAMM.
Sure.
So I get to play guitar, and any excuse to get to play guitar is fun. But we're going to give you some information on these.
Infotainment. Yeah.
Infotainment.
Exactly.
Zach, tell me.
Yes, Andy. Thanks for joining us today, by the way.
My pleasure.
Yeah, it's a very special year for Seymour Duncan.
I'm going to sort your ear out. Hang on.
Please. Sorry. My Britney Spears mic needs adjusting.
There we go.
Thank you.
It's a very what?
It's a very special year for Seymour Duncan. It's actually our 50th anniversary as a company. Well,
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Very young.
I'm aging very well. But no, I've been with the company about 5 years, which has been a very special time to be on board, actually, because we've introduced a lot of great new products, and to be a part of this super special anniversary year is just amazing. So 50 years strong, we've been making pickups in Santa Barbara, California since 1976. And to celebrate that, we're actually reissuing, we're sort of celebrating one of our most popular sets, the JB and Jazz model humbuckers, with a sort of throwback spec version of the JB and Jazz. So basically what we've done is we've taken the JB Jazz tone formula. It hasn't changed over 50 years. It's the same type of magnet, same wind, and same great sound and output that players have known since the company first got started. But we've brought back some of the original components that we used when the company was first getting started for this special edition of the set, which is only available in 2026. So, to get into the nuts and bolts of that a little bit, it's butyrate bobbins using the original mold that Seymour Duncan used to make the JB Jazz set back in the 70s. Long mounting legs, single conductor, regular humbucker spacing, and a rough cast Alnico 5 magnet. So really, these are true to the way that the company was making them back when we first got started, and available in this cool throwback packaging for just the year 2026. So,
you know, there's so much FOMO in pedals, I didn't realize there could be FOMO in pickups. Now you're telling me there's only a year to get it. I'm like, I have to get those.
Yeah, we find a way.
That's ridiculous. You've got me, and the last person to get me was Josh Scott from JHS Pedals, and you've got me now on these, and I've barely played them.
He's got me a couple times too, but I'm so glad you like them. This is one of our most...
What are the characteristics of these pickups? So compared to, let's say, something else that is standard, what would someone get by buying this set to put in their guitar, or buy a guitar with this set in them?
Sure. So the JB, for starters, is sort of one of Seymour's original hot-rodded humbucker pickups. This was created in the late 70s when players were looking for a pickup that would hit the preamp a little bit harder and get them more distortion, back before amps were sort of being designed for extreme high gain situations. So the best way to get that extra drive out of your amplifier was through a hot pickup. So the JB with Alnico 5 magnet and a hotter wind, I think it's about 16K output, gives you quite a hot pickup, especially for the time.
I genuinely had no idea it was that hot.
Yeah. So, and obviously in that time period, you have players seeking high gain. You're starting to see sort of like the beginnings of metal and sort of hard rock really becoming the most popular genres in guitar music. So something like the JB caught on really fast, and then you started to hear it on more and more records, everything from Rust in Peace to a lot of Green Day's records to, even more kind of classic rock sort of sounding records. It's a very well-known pickup, and with the jazz pickup in the neck, Seymour designed this specifically to be something that would give players the flexibility to switch back and forth between the rhythm and treble or neck and bridge without getting too boomy in the neck position. So it's actually underwound compared to a lot of humbuckers that were available at the time.
Okay.
So Jazz model neck is designed for really smooth cleans. It's great under high gain as well for a sort of fast shredding passages. So that's why you start to see it in in metal and in fusion and in hard rock. Like it's a very infamous set for a reason.
It's kind of odd calling, like, no, I know it's the Jazz, I know it's the JB Jazz set.
Yeah.
But I think that what I'd like to get across in this video is that it's called a Jazz, you don't have to play jazz with it.
Yeah, not required. Although, give it a spin. You might love it.
I might. Yeah. You won't. I'm going to just play some simple rock on the bridge, flip it over to the neck just to hear some difference.
Great. Yeah, please do. Sounded great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only take some of the credit. I love the bridge on this. It's hard to, at a NAMM show, say, oh, that sound is coming from these pickups.
It's a loud floor. Yeah.
For me, when you're talking about pickups and, let's say, other things on guitars, it's like knowing you have a set of tools that you can use for a certain thing.
Sure.
So I'm not saying I couldn't get a sound very similar to that with different pickups or less hot pickups, for example. But I always like to think of my friend Steve about this. He always changes strings before a show. He always changes batteries before a show. He needs that reliability.
Right.
He needs to know what he's going on stage with. And that's how I feel with a set of pickups. So I know what the tools are that I have.
Yeah. You have to remember it's the start of the signal chain, basically.
Yes.
So that vibrating string over that magnet and copper wire is really kind of where it all begins. So the way that pickup reacts to your playing is going to affect everything else in the chain beyond there. So making sure you've got the right amount of dynamics out of the pickups, the right level of output from the pickups so that it hits your amp the way that you need it to, and obviously making pickups that are low noise and that are reliable, that are potted to your content. We wax pot our pickups to avoid microphonics, but not all pickups are wax potted. So there's a lot of variables there that affect everything else once it comes out of the speaker. So yeah, so I'm glad you like these, and yeah, I think
it's given me what I expected,
okay.
what I hoped for.
Yeah.
And when, as a person who has played guitar for a long time and has a lot of experience with different gear, when you tell me I have something, I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do as a player to facilitate that.
Right.
So I'm trying to cover my ass a little bit because we're in the world of YouTube. I'm like, are the pickups really making that much difference? I'm not saying that it isn't, but I'm saying if you're in a fast car, you don't have to drive it fast, but you know that you can if you want to. That sort of analogy.
I think 𝗏𝗏𝗡 says, there's a reason why Ferrari doesn't make their own tires, So there's always a reason why you might want to hot rod your pickups to, whether it's to go for a specific sound, to solve a problem. We make different pickups that are noise canceling, that are give you different tonal options like coil splits, coil taps, things like that. We have a lot of different things that basically make the instrument either more versatile, sound just the way you want, sometimes solve an issue on stage, whether it be hum or a lack of dynamics or something like that. So they can be a solution to a lot of things. And yeah, playing is believing a lot of the time too, because you get to hear it through your amp under your own fingertips. And these pickups in particular have ended up in enough guitars over the years that I think it's kind of a great track record, and that's why we're celebrating them for the 50th.
Absolute staple of the rock and jazz world,
yeah,
and all things in between.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much, Zach.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure talking
super
to you.
fun. Happy NAMM.
Yeah, you too, man. And if you want more information about these pickups, they're only available in 2026.
That's right.
And there'll be links in the video description to Seymour Duncan. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.